Hello and welcome. Today I will be investigating the partners of the footballer soccer player Cristiano Ronaldo, who, it has recently been announced, has won a 5th Ballon d'Or, the greatest award any single player can receive, and officially recognising him as possibly the best player of all time, and he doesn't look like he's retiring anytime soon. As you can see, Ronaldo is also the wealthiest sports person in the world, so a great time for such a highly talented and determined individual. However, I will show why I think his partners, past and present, are male to female transgenders.
Well, let's not stand on ceremony, mate. Let's start the show.
The most famous of which is Irina Shayk. She's a supermodel and they dated for quite some years. As you can see, the shoulders, square and wide, more than 3 head widths, so this is not signalling to me that she is going to be passing the shoulder to hip ratio. And as you can see, the shoulders are wider than the hips, which can be seen when Irina is standing straight and not bending the body or turning the shoulders away. This illustrates what the ratio is for real men and women. Sometimes people can vary in size, but the shoulders always match up with the hips, and these photographs so far demonstrate the classic male physique. As you can see, using the standard modelling posing, designed to alter the body to give it some curvature, whether it's leaning to the side, bending the knees, or just covering up the hip area with the arms or with the typical hands on the hips. This person is trying to accentuate female attributes without possessing female attributes. Also widening the stance to widen the hip area, just more deception. And crossing the legs over. I've not mentioned this before, but real women do this as well, to curve the body overall, and mainly to lift the glutes to great effect. Now we have the basics covered, it's a tranny. It might be a supermodel, but that jaw and skull is just additional proof, but as you might see, its size and shape is male. I haven't consciously yet seen any women at work or in my hometown or anywhere else for that matter with a jaw like this, or with this body. I always say it, but real women don't look like this. They're not supposed to, and for those new to the idea that trannies go unnoticed in public life, do your own research, check for yourself, and then your male and female friends, for these physical differences, to notice that these celebrity people are so special, so super, that not only do they all look the same shape, but the females all have the same physical attributes of a male. Talking about all these celebrities looking alike, this is Cristiano's English girlfriend when he played for Manchester United, Gemma Atkinson. Notice anything familiar? You wouldn't believe it unless you Google search this person, but every photograph I found, not once did she appear to be covering or disguising the hip area. No bending of the body or hands on the hips. I realise that much of these are candid shots or fitness modelling, but it's just rare. As you see, the male abdominal area, no shape, shoulders wider than the hips, muscularity and definition, which means a dangerously low level of fat for a woman. No body fat equates to low or zero fertility. No hips also means no fertility. And being a man means no fertility. Gemma in 2017 is taking part in the UK's Strictly Come Dancing. That's the UK's version of the US Dancing with the Stars. But really she's not that famous now, or ever was. Just another celebrity famous for being famous. You can see moves very well, but this is a large person, and the dance partner is really not that small. The shoulders are huge, wide and just bulky, very non-feminine. This can happen to women that put on weight as fat, but we already have seen that this person is lean, and considering the hip width, this is a very large frame. If you still think this is a woman,
Of course!
But at the end of the day, for anyone not yet convinced, you've done a pretty good job getting yourself to this point in the video. So I hope you will take the opportunity, if nothing else, to keep your eyes open for the next time you see a celebrity, because it does not seem to be enough these days to pass off men as women. They are now pushing this further and further to blur the lines, and eventually more people will start to notice. Cristiano's current girlfriend is this person, Georgina Rodriguez. I have to admit, for the time I took searching the images of this person, I was not able to find one photograph to convincingly prove she is a tranny. Remember, the rule works both ways. Yes, on closer inspection, the upper arms, as you see, are unusually long, just like the new Wonder Woman actress here, and the shoulders are square, But whilst I cannot show you she is a he, nor can I prove otherwise. Perhaps you can do better and post an image you found in the comment section. All I can say is that this person has been photographed well, with the careful use of clothing, and also training her glutes does blur the lines somewhat. You can never write off the use of hip augmentation. I should explain that's when fat cells are injected to fill out the hip area. Something that I think Cameron Diaz has used. In the first image you can see this is a small male, but this photograph shows female hip curvature. I have to admit that if it wasn't for these tranny supermodels leaving the augmentation trick in the box, then I would have a far more difficult time convincing anyone. Cristiano did have other tranny partners, but not as well photographed, and I think Irina and Gemma have shown Cristiano for what he is. The facts are there to be considered. He might soon be the world's greatest footballer soccer legend, but if nothing else, we know his choice in partners. My footballing hero is Zinedine Zidane, languishing in 13th place on this list.
Well, it doesn't matter. Please, I'm not interested.
But he's still the best. If you like this video, please feel free to like, share, sub-bell and subscribe, and I will hopefully speak to you again in my next trans investigation. And as always, I will leave you with this short video that finally convinced me of what is possible to change a person's gender appearance and voice. Take care, and thank you for watching.
Rainbow passage. When the sunlight strikes raindrops in the air, they act as a prism and form a rainbow. The rainbow is a division of white light into many beautiful colors. These take the shape of a long round arch, with its path high above, and its two ends apparently beyond the horizon.
Rainbow passage. When the sunlight strikes raindrops in the air, they act as a prism and form a rainbow. The rainbow is a division of white light into many beautiful colors. These take the shape of a long arch, with its path high above, and its two ends apparently beyond the horizon. There is, according to legend, a boiling pot of gold at one end. People look, but no one ever finds it. When a man looks for something beyond his reach, his friends say he's looking for the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.